everybody. So I had this idea. I was struck by something over the past couple weeks during all of this, and I was sort of felt compelled to share it. So I'm going to. I like meditate a lot, and I do energy work and things like that, and I'm always trying to find like what works best or feels best or calms me down the most or makes me feel the most connected or whatever it happens to be that I need. And because that's a lot, on my mind and in my body day to day, when I'm kind of just walking around, my cats that I have are in the path of my moods, as it were. But I started to look at it as less just like, oh, if I'm a little stressed, they probably realize it or whatever, in a sort of vague way, but more like because I'm becoming way more mindful, meaning I'm more like present and in the moment. If I'm like making something to eat, I'm right there making it to eat. I'm not necessarily like thinking about something in 2 days or whatever. I'm not as scattered, so like ideally. So it occurred to me that when I go to pet my cats, which is something that I obviously do a lot or interact with them, I'm putting into them sort of the same focus or energy that I would put into anything. So if I'm making some food and I'm distracted and I'm thinking about something that makes me mad and I'm just like, and I'm like cutting the food, that's like kind of going there, right? Now, the same goes for the cats. If I'm kind of lost and I'm not thinking, but I like want to pet them because I'm feeling distressed or whatever, but I'm also kind of like putting that into them. So it occurred to me, like with Reiki, I don't know much about it, but I know that obviously it's very basic understanding that I have is someone is connecting to the light and the source of energy and life, and it's coming through them and to you with their hands. And anyone who's ever done Reiki can attest, hopefully, to the fact that you feel it. And I've had a person do it once, and she put her hands on me, and it's like you really feel it. So I feel like this is a very true thing that occurs, where it's not literally just like, oh, you're in a room with someone and they're like banging doors and they're mad and it's uncomfortable to be around. It's like it's a deeper sensation that you may or may not even be aware you're putting into anything. So with animals and my cats, obviously it's like beloved life force that you want to ideally not have them feel bad or stressed or whatever on your behalf. So anyway, I started to get really aware of that, and I noticed how many times I would like go to pet them and I would just be like focusing on something or whatever and not realizing it, and I would stop and make sure I like made a point to connect to my heart or connect to like a positive feeling or connect to light or whatever it is that works, for you ideally. In my case, it's one of those three things. Takes me right back, and I feel like, oh, now I'm like connecting them positively and I'm giving them love, and it just has made us all, I think, happier and calmer. I've noticed that I feel better, and I'm like feeling a lot more I just feel a lot like more grounded and happy that it's something that has helped me stay in the moment as well, by not just assuming they're just there doing their thing like they always do and I'm petting them, Anyway, it may seem obvious, but to me it was a little bit of like a light bulb moment. So I thought I'm winging this, but I had this idea to have kind of like a mini meditation or like a guided idea maybe of how it would be to just have a meditation in honor of our animals,